Okay, my name is Drake. I am District 6690 outbound chair in charge of language training, which is what we're going to be doing today. Gavin here is a Brotex and has volunteered to help me. Um,
Yes,
you can go through any introductions you want.
sure. I went on exchange 2019 to 2020 to Taiwan. And I've just been back in Central Ohio helping out at 6690 as a Rotex.
And he has continued to learn Mandarin in college, so he's gotten even better. And I know 6 words, so this is gonna be a lot of fun. So what we're going to be doing right now is an example of your first tutoring session with your one-on-one tutor. So kind of the 6690 method, as you know, either you're someone from a different district watching this to learn, or one of our students watching for a refresher, is that you want to be doing one-on-one tutoring and targeting specifically the skills that you want to have. So the general skill that you want to have is conversation. You want to be able to talk at fluent speed, and translate at fluent speed. So you want to be able to quickly say things and quickly, like, you don't want to have someone have to repeat things 5 or 6 times and stop the conversation. Your goal is to, as fast as possible, get to a real conversational back and forth. And the way you do this is by having conversational back and forths as fast as possible, because big skills are built of tiny sub skills, and that speed of translation is its own tiny sub skill. I'll probably put some links in the show notes, the YouTube description, to other stuff covering this. I know Benny Lewis of Fluent in 3 Months has some good videos of him showing a similar thing. But yeah, so we'll go into it. So if you have been assigned your country, I've been assigned Taiwan, apparently. And within your first week, you should have a tutoring session set up through italki, the program that we use that I can track to make sure you're completing your language learning. Um, when you talk to the tutor, this is going to kind of be the list of instructions that you're going to share with them. I'm stealing this from an article by Scott Young, which will also be linked, and is a great article. This screen is sharing, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. Um, you can just say this, and you don't actually need to show them the list. But when we're talking these conversations, it's only going to be in Mandarin, even though I know very, very little Mandarin. Um, so it's going to be a kind of slow, awkward conversation, and that's okay. It is going to be really painful. Don't expect me to get through many sentences this first time, but after you've done this for like 4 hours or so, you're really going to start picking up speed. It's going to become a lot easier. Um, Whenever I am stuck, I'm going to use dictionary, Google Translate to look up words. As much as possible, I'm going to try to like use a word, like I'll look it up the first time, and then later I'm going to try to recall it by myself. Or I'm also going to try to explain words without using them. So if I want to say balloon, before I go to the dictionary, I'm going to try to like pantomime a balloon or say the thing filled with air or something like that. Because when you're actually having conversations in real life, you don't want to stop every time to have a dictionary, and trying to process those words in a deeper level will be more effective in your learning. Um, Another thing is if you're using a tutor, they're usually pretty good at this, but writing stuff down that you're saying. In some languages, this will be more important than others. In Mandarin, it's going to be very important, because if I want to translate anything as Gavin is saying, he is not going to translate it. I'm going to need to put it in translator myself, and I cannot write Mandarin. So him writing it to me is very important. Um, but even without that, it's also the very first step is you'll spend a bit of time with like a phrase book, like spend 30 minutes, learn some really basic words and phrases so that you can have this conversation. Then you have your first tutoring session, and what you're going to see is there's going to be a number of words that are important enough that keep coming up, um, but that you don't know, and that's going to be the start of your vocab list. So I don't know what's Rotary exchange student. That's gonna be on my vocab list. What well, for me, it's like software developer, what I do for work. For an exchange student, it'll often be their hobbies, what their parents do, that kind of stuff. These are words that are not going to be in most vocab lists. Like most vocab lists don't include um, entrepreneur, but that's my dad does. So like I need to know that word. But kind of building a vocab list targeted exactly what you want to say is a lot more efficient. So that's kind of the writing it down is so that you can translate it, so you can reread it and have more time to process it, and also to start building out your targeted vocab lists, which is so much more efficient than like those generic school vocab lists where like, ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Well, I never go to the library. I didn't go to the library on my exchange. Maybe I should have. So I never ask about this, but in school you're taught that because that is the standardized list of words. Or I know that's been a struggle of like some of the language courses that we've had students assigned to in the past are like made for adult business people, and they say like, here is how you order beers. It's like, you know what? I don't think I want my exchange students to know how to order beer. um, so yeah. And then of course just warning the tutor, hey, it is going to be really awkward. It is going to be slow. Sorry. With that said, not all tutors are a good fit for this. Some of them really prefer to follow their structured grammar lessons, or they don't like this, or just you don't like vibe well with that tutor. Italki has a system for trial lessons where I think they're like half off for your first 30-minute lesson. Just try 4 or 5 different tutors and then kind of pick the ones that work well with you. You can even have more than one. It's good to get some variety in speaking because sometimes you learn how to understand one person's accent well, but not the language as a whole. So that's about it for the intro. So these are the references that I'm going to be using. I have a phrase book. I read through this a little bit in advance. It's going to be pretty rough though. If you have a physical phrase book, would recommend. Otherwise, a digital one. Wiki Travel apparently has some, but anywhere you want to look them up, they're pretty good. And then Google Translate has gotten way better than it used to be. So just you're going to look at this occasionally as much as you can. You're going to use this the first time, and then later times just you try to do it yourself. When you need to, fall back to the phrase book, but the phrase book should you should try to move away from it. Don't just become a machine reading off the phrase books. Mostly try to have the conversation. A cup by your second lesson, you should not have the phrase book or dictionary open and only open it when you're stuck and then shut it again. Like you should try at least twice without the phrase book if you've said the word before. If you've never said it before, then you're going to look it up. But like if you had done it before, you're going to try at least twice without the phrase book and then go back to it only after you've messed up a bit. But yeah, I think that's about it. Anything you want to add, Gavin? Took me through this once before, but it was a long time ago. I don't remember anything.
I think that works. I guess, well, a question I would have is how should you, I guess, like structure the first lesson? Like, what kind of things do you want to ask? What kind of conversation do you want to have?
Um, I'm debating actually right now writing out a list of kind of the target conversations. I think I have it on my phone somewhere, but I haven't done it yet. Um, Here, let me pull it up. Actually, I might have it somewhere.
Because I feel like pretty soon, we'll move on from just like saying, hello, how are you? What's your name?
Okay.
And then you need to go in some kind of direction, talk about what you like, talk about where you are, where you come from. Like there's a
Yeah.
bunch of different directions you could take it in after that.
So I do have a list of a few prompts in this. I'm going to make a more complete list later, because our
Mhm.
program's still evolving. But one good example is explain what your parents do for a living. So
Okay.
that's something you have to do a lot in exchange. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
like describing your family tree in general, like do you have siblings, aunts, uncles, whatever. Um,
Yeah.
Ask like talk about your hobbies,
Yeah.
like describe your hobbies, ask someone else what their hobbies are. So like what do you
Yeah.
like to do, what's fun, hey, where do you hang out with friends.
Yeah.
Another one that eventually you'll have to do is some like solving a math problem in a foreign language is a really fun like mid-level one of
Yeah.
like literally take a school problem, write it out, and like, okay, do long division out loud in Mandarin.
Yeah.
Or directions how to get home, spell out words you don't know. Eventually you're going to like spend a lot of time working on the pronunciation. It's a little different in Mandarin, but you'll spend some time just focusing on like what do each of these symbols, how do they literally sound to make sure you're getting it well. Or for like Portuguese, when I use a paper dictionary, I need someone to literally, if someone spells out a word, I need to be able to literally know what the letters sound like. The letters don't sound the same. Asking for food, saying thank you, like howdy, like being polite. But usually, first lesson, you can kind of be like, talk about yourself. What's your name? What foods do you like? What do you do for a hobby? Say you're an exchange student from America. Um, that kind of stuff. And yeah, eventually I will have a document with like 40 questions you should ask and be able to answer probably. But that'll be, but yeah, that's a good question. Anything else that you want to say before I cut you off from English?
I think that's good. I'm
Okay.
ready.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's gonna be easy for you.
Uh,
Um,
yeah.
so um, okay, 30 minutes. When it goes off, I'm free. Um, Ni hao, Wu Jiao Drake.
啊，你好，Drake，我叫 Gavin。
Hen Zhuaojing Ren Shi Ni.
嗯，很高兴认识你。
很高兴认识你，
嗯，很高兴认识你。
很高兴认识你，
嗯，很好，
很好，
很好，很好。
很好，很好，很好，
不好，
不好，很好，
不，
不
不好，不好。
不好，很
嗯
好，不好。
嗯
嗯啊，我是赵黄胜。
啊，你是交换生。
I'm gonna share my screen just so people know what we're talking about. Um, so yeah, 我是朱航胜，
嗯，你是交换生。
你我
嗯
你
嗯嗯嗯
我你，so 你是 tutor 啊，你是老师，
啊，对对，
对对，
我是老师，你是交换生。
你是um let's see you should have some of these prepared in advance, but I didn't. Um, 你在台湾玩什么？
啊，
你在台湾玩什么？
嗯，你在台湾玩什么？
你在你
嗯，
在台
你
湾
在台湾玩什么？
你在台湾玩什么？
嗯，我在台湾爬山，爬山啊，
呃，庆中府
嗯，我在台湾爬山，
爬山，你能把它印下来吗？
啊，
你
写
能把
下来
你
啊，
爬山爬山爬山
爬山，对对，
啊，爬山，呃don't what 神妹山，神妹
嗯，
神妹
什么什么？
什么什么
嗯，
山？
台湾有很多山，很多。
很多很多，OK，很多，OK。And then and the thing that you want to do at a point like kind of like this is kind of go back through and try to rehab the conversation you've had so far, but have it all from memory. Um, so um, so now I'm just gonna like not look at these. Oops, some extra PowerPoints open. Um, Wall, let's see. Wall Xiao Drake. Ni Sheen Gavin?
嗯，对，我
对
是
，OK
Gavin。
OK，Gavin，我是 exchange student，OK，转换选型，转
嗯
换选型，
嗯，交换学生。
转换选型，
嗯，哦，你是交换学生。
啊、姓首富
哦，你是交换学生。
就你是，yeah，我是绍兴政府。
嗯，交换学生。
双换学生，
嗯，很
双换
好。
学生。OK，嗯，你知道双换生吗？
哦，我知道交换。
我
嗯
知道，我知道，人热日来，
啊，好，知道。
yeah, and I probably should have spent a little bit more time to be correct to have memorized a few of these phrases in advance. So I am cheating a little bit where I should be doing a bit less typing than I am. So no. Julie no. Um, so你知道赵黄生吗？
嗯，我知道交换生。
我知道，我知道，黄
嗯，
生，
我知道交换生。
我知道黄生。
嗯，哦，
嗯，你能把它扔回来吗？
嗯，好。
Oh, okay. So 我叫主持人 我叫己亥的庄叫黄
嗯，你知道什么？
啊啊，贵首富，
啊，你知道什么？
你
嗯，
你知道什么？
什么？
嗯，你曾把他曾来吗？
啊，
你知道那你知道什么？你知道什么？你知道你知道什么？Okay. Um, yeah, and if you notice, things start to slow down a little bit. So I should have had a longer list of things to talk about prepared, but I didn't, which is why this is an example of some of what's going wrong. But hey, so 你是人民专最普通话的，
哦，
你是
你是你
你
是怎么学普通
你
话的？
你是怎么说普通的
哦，我是在台湾学普通话的。
普通话的？哦，
嗯
嗯，英雄父
嗯，我是在台湾学普通话的。
普通父
嗯，普通话。
普通话普通话。
嗯嗯，
嗯你能把它接来吗？
好
啊普通普通话，
嗯，很
嗯，
好。
我不会装文普通话，
啊啊，中文好，普通话不好。
普通话
嗯
装文
啊，中文，
中文
普通话。
普通话普通，OK，啊，
好好。
好，
嗯
好，嗯嗯，我来自Ohio 州，
啊
我来自 Ohio 州，你来自
我来自台湾。
，so 我来自 Ohio，
嗯，
你
很好。
来自台湾，
很好。
嗯嗯，我来自 Ohio 的， Ohio de Gahana。
嗯
So 我来自 America de Ohio de Gahana。
啊，很好，很好，很
OK
好。
OK。
嗯，
嗯，
我来自台湾的桃园。
桃园。
嗯，
桃园。
桃园。
OK。你有季节兄弟姐妹。
兄弟姐妹。
兄弟姐妹。
嗯，很好。我有一个兄弟。
我有。嗯嗯，
我有一
我
个
我
兄弟。
应该走。我
啊，一一个。
一一个
一个，两个。
一个两个
三个。
三个。
嗯
嗯，我有三个
嗯
家庭姐妹。
兄弟姐妹。
兄弟姐妹。
嗯，你有三个兄弟姐妹。
你养我三弟。
三个，三个。
啊啊，我有三个姐妹。
姐妹。
姐妹。
好。嗯，我有一个兄弟。
啊，嗯
兄弟姐妹。
兄弟姐妹，so
嗯，
so
我是兄弟。
我是
兄弟姐妹。
兄弟姐妹。嗯啊，你能把它现再来吗？
好。
好。兄弟。哦，
兄弟姐妹。
兄弟姐妹。
嗯嗯
哦，我
一个。
一个
嗯，
兄弟，一个呃，我养我
有有。
我有
嗯
一颗双丁，
嗯
我有一颗人妹，我可
嗯
三兵双精人妹。
好好好。好。
好，OK。
我啊，
你
我有我有一个兄弟。嗯，我只有一个兄弟。
嘿，
嗯，我有一个兄弟。
一个兄弟。
嗯
嗯，我我有一颗小丁，我有一颗精妹。
嗯好。
嗯，我有
好。
嗯，我有一颗两人的啊人妹。
好。
长
呃
你长的人妹。
嗯，你有一个姐姐。
你一
姐姐妹妹。
姐姐
姐姐
妹妹，OK。
妹妹。
so
啊
嗯，so 我我有姐姐，嗯，一一个姐姐
嗯，
姐妹，我有一个妹妹是
妹妹，嗯
妹妹啊，妹妹庄定
啊啊啊，弟弟弟弟，
弟弟
哥哥弟弟
哥哥咪咪哥哥
啊啊
嗯，更兄父
啊，哥哥弟弟
哥哥
哥哥
弟弟
弟弟，嗯，我是弟弟，嗯，我是弟弟，我有一个哥哥，你是弟弟，你有一个姐姐，
哦，我有姐姐，
嗯，
我
的，
有你长的一你么我有嗯一呃
一个，
你长的呃人妹，我有
嗯
我有 Gigi. It's like the
嗯
same.
对对对对对
Okay, I'm gonna break for a sec. I'm just lost with the grammar. So you saying those all mean the same thing?
Yeah, so
Okay.
you're trying to say older sister. So older sister is just 姐姐.
Okay. I was
Yeah.
I thought you were saying that's the word for old. Okay, gotcha. I'm good now. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
so 我有姐姐. Okay.
很好很好。
我有Gigi
呃，
有
姐姐姐姐妹妹哥
妹妹
哥弟弟。
姐姐妹妹哥哥弟弟.
嗯
Okay. 嗯，嘿你
嗯，我有一个哥哥。
哥哥。Okay. Um, help if I can spell English. Um, did I misspell that one second? Just make sure I spelled that right. Okay. Um, 我爸爸是黑人，
啊，企业家。
企业家. So
嗯
我爸爸是黑人，
嗯
嘿你
哦，我是老师。
老师
啊
，teacher.
对。
爸爸
嗯啊，我爸爸是老师，
是老师，
我也是老师。
我也是老师。嗯，呃，你能把它现在俩吗？
好。
啊爸爸妈妈，
嗯，我妈妈是会计师。
会计师，会
嗯
计师。哦，呃，你能把它量那
写下来。好。
接下来
嗯
Ah, okay. Okay. So, so 你有爸爸我交心，
你交信，
你
嗯，
有爸爸
哦，哥哥，
我
哥哥，
有爸爸爸爸
啊
妈妈
对对对对对对，
？OK，你
嗯
的爸爸
啊
教训
老师，
老师，yeah，老师
老师，
老师
嗯，老师，
老师，OK，
嗯，对，
你的爸爸我老师
嗯，我的爸爸是老师，
是老师是
嗯，
老师，我的爸爸是老师，我的爸爸 entrepreneur 啊，我的爸爸我的爸爸会家
企业家，
企业家，我的爸
嗯
爸企业家
嗯，你的爸爸是企业家，
我的爸爸是企业家，
嗯，企业家，
企业家，你的爸
嗯，
爸是老师，是老师，是老师，
是老师，
是老师，
嗯嗯，很好。
呃，我 grammar question. How do you turn that into a question?
Oh, you can add ma at the end.
Oh, so ma is like a question mark?
Yep, yeah, same sentence, just add ma at the end.
Okay. Uh, ni wo ni wo mama ma or
我有妈妈。
how do you turn the question again? What was that? It was
You did it right.
oh,
Oh, okay.
okay. Um, 你妈妈是做新美的，
做什么的？
是什么的？
嗯
你妈妈是做什么的？
嗯，我妈妈是会计师。
会计师，
嗯
会计师，会计师，
嗯
你妈妈会计师，嗯，你妈妈会计师，我妈妈是，我妈妈是好妈妈，
嗯，你只有妈妈。嗯嗯
嗯，我妈妈是留下家里妈妈，
你妈妈留在家里。
我妈妈是就在家里。
很好很好。嗯，我妈妈在家里做会计。
我妈妈在家里想来气
我
我，
妈妈
我妈
在
妈
家里
在家里
做会计。
就开始。OK，
你妈妈不做会计。
okay. Um, so it's like the last 2 minutes. I'm just gonna try to speed round, see if I remember everything. Um, 你好， 我叫 Drake，你
嗯
叫吗？
啊，你好，我叫 Gavin，
嗯，
很高兴认识你。
姚新认请。Do do
对对，
对对，
嗯
嗯，我爸爸说你爸爸吗？是吗？你爸爸是吗？
啊，我爸爸是老师。嗯嗯
对对，
嗯
嗯，King 兄父
嗯，
，King，
我爸爸是老师。
嗯，你妈妈姓吗
嗯，我妈妈是会计师。
？Okay，我叫 shoot, I'm forgetting this one. Zui, no, it's uh, Zhuao Huan Xing. So,
啊，
uh,
你是交换生。
uh, 你忘我忘朱航生，
啊，你是交换生。
你那我
啊，对
我
你，嗯
我我说谁
啊
我说朱航生，
嗯嗯，你是交换学生。啊，我是老师。
对
嗯，
，okay. Oh, I forgot how rough that was.
哈哈哈
Well, I hope that everybody watching had a really good laugh. Um,
Yeah.
okay, but yeah, you see that by the end of that, some of what I was saying was getting moderately fluent, and I wasn't reading it and just remembering it. A lot of it wasn't, and it's kind of your first few lessons are going to be about that rough. I have a headache right now. um, if you've already spoken some of the language, if you have a couple of your phrases really memorized, it'll be a bit smoother. Just make sure you come in with enough topics. Like I didn't have enough, as you saw. Um, and yeah, having like a long list of here are the things I want to talk about, and then kind of once you have done a topic, do some other topic, and then come back, and you can try to have the previous conversation entirely from memory. Don't look anything up. That's kind of your like secondary step. Normally you would not be showing your Gavin had a bit of a cheat sheet where he could read what I was writing. Normally you wouldn't be showing it to your tutor, but because I wanted it on the video, made it a little bit easier for us. And then kind of the few words that you're like, oh, I really need to know how to say. Can you write that down? Can you repeat it? I need to learn the word for Mandarin, which there were 2 words for Mandarin.
Yeah, so the one that Google Translate uses is the one they use in mainland China. Um
Oh, okay,
which
okay.
you will just not hear it in Taiwan. In
Yeah.
Taiwan they say 中文, but Google Translate when you say Mandarin it'll say 普通话,
Okay.
which Taiwanese people will understand that, but
Yeah,
they
they're
don't
not gonna
say
be
it.
happy with it. Okay.
Yeah.
But those kind of words that you're seeing pop up again and again that you relevant to you, I would go through and I'd make flashcards of these words and kind of, I don't know, add 20 a lesson, not something crazy, not something you can't keep up. And but kind of when we have the next one, it by the end of the week or next week, usually your first. So our program is averaging at least an hour a week. Assuming you don't speak any of the language, your first couple lessons are usually a bit rougher. So you might want to do like 30-minute lessons a week. And then kind of by like 2 or 3 weeks in, you start moving up to like by your third week, you can move up to like hour lessons. But if you I was flat, if you didn't notice, I was flagging by the end of that. So it's kind of a you don't want to schedule too long lessons for your first couple because you might just be mentally tired by the end of it. Um, but yeah, I think that's most of it. That is an example of what your first couple lessons with the tutor will look like. And then um when you've gotten like 5 or 6 hours under your belt, it's gonna run a lot smoother. You'll be able to actually translate at speed, hear at speed, and start really getting there. And it's really cool.
And I
I
would say when you're doing your first preparation for the first lesson, get your phrases from like a phrase book, like a classroom phrase book, as opposed to Google Translate.
yeah,
Because like the word for please repeat in Google Translate says 请重复, but you wouldn't say that in a classroom. You'd say 请再说一遍, which a phrase book would definitely have like the right way to say that. Because they're built for, like learning the language with a teacher. And so there's like set phrases that you use in the classroom and like with the teacher. And I'm sure it's the same for other languages.
yeah, no, definitely. That was, like I said, I was a little bit lazy setting up for this properly, where I should have, like, in a better world, I would have actually read everything in the phrase book in advance and had at least like a few of these memorized. I had Ni Hao memorized, you know.
Yeah.
Um, so it's kind of you want to get a little bit of memorization done on your own, and then start practicing the like speed and clarity of being able to recall stuff from scratch. I think that's about it, and I'll cap it there so this video isn't too long. Look forward to, I'll probably be putting out some more stuff on this on the channel. So yeah. Um, and if you need to contact me, I think I'll have my email in the video description, just drakelunchroom@gmail.com. So please reach out with any questions.